A robot that's gonna do your dishes for you. AI hallucinations filling the world with false information. And what does the new White House administration mean for AI regulation? All that and more coming up right now. Off the top, how would you love your own robot to do your housework? Well, researchers have taught a robot to clean sinks by mimicking human movements. Using sensors in the sponge, the robot adapts to various sink shapes, learning the pressure and angles needed for cleaning. Check out this video. The project was demonstrated at the IROS 2024 conference and is showing potential applications for robots in precise cleaning, polishing, and industrial service treatments. Ladies and gentlemen, the business insight here seems pretty plain. Who is not going to line up to get a robot that could do their dishes? Check out the link on the WednesdAI page for all the details and to watch the full video, and get ready to one day have one of these in your house. Sounds like real soon. A recent study of 4,700 drivers in the US, Europe, and China found that Western drivers, especially in Europe, remain skeptical of in-vehicle AI features like driver assistance and automation. So Chinese drivers are way more open to this kind of technology, but Europeans have strong reservations about AI's reliability and safety in their cars. So experts are saying that this is influenced by privacy concerns and technical issues that they've heard about in the media, but it's a divide that shows that the automotive industry has challenges to step up to as they adapt their AI strategies to varied market perceptions. Fun story we're going to want to keep an eye on as self-driving cars and whatnot become a bigger part of our lives. Get the story and the analysis on the WednesdAI page right now, and we'll report with more as it comes. Now we got to talk about this issue of AI hallucinations. Maybe you can relate. You've been talking to ChatGPT about something that you know something about, and it tells you something that you know for a fact is wrong. So you call it out and ask it about that, and it'll say, oh yeah, you're right. I got that totally wrong. I blah, blah, blah. And it'll just gloss over it and keep on talking as if it didn't just make a huge mistake. Well, up in Alaska, this is what they're dealing with right now, where after their Department of Education used AI-generated data that was later found to be faulty to justify banning cell phones in schools. So AI-generated fake statistics about the impact of phones on student performance were relied on by the state without checking. So that right there is a prime example of AI hallucinations, where AI tools invent details that sound real. So very clearly, this highlights the risks of taking AI-produced facts at face value, especially when they can end up influencing actual policies. And even beyond that, affecting the decisions you make in your life. Ladies and gentlemen, be vigilant, be on guard, double check everything, always make sure. And you don't need to ask ChatGPT, just get those phones out of the classroom. What are you doing? Last week, the United States had an enormous, monumental election day, and that's putting it mildly. And while it was going on, ChatGPT redirected 2 million users to trusted news outlets like Reuters and Associated Press, urging those users to check conventional sources for election updates. It also referred another million to canivote.org and blocked 250,000 requests for candidate images. So they say that they're dodging deepfake risks. Meanwhile, AI search engine Perplexity logged 4 million views on its own election hub. So what you're seeing here is millions turning to AI platforms for election info. Combine that with the fact that a few of the bigger YouTubers covering it got bigger ratings than any of the cable news outlets, and we are talking about a seismic shift that hints at big tech's growing role in shaping media access even as they're steering users back to corporate news sources. You're going to want to get into all the details about this, and here's looking forward to us revisiting this topic to see how different things are. Oh my God, the way things change in AI land every week. 4 years from now, I can't even imagine. Check the link on WednesdAI page for more. Well, that guy from The Apprentice won that big election, and his win is expected to reshape U.S. tech regulation, especially around AI. So Trump's administration plans to reverse Biden's AI framework, which required companies to report AI safety measures and adhere to national standards. You might recall us talking about that a little while ago, how it was put out from the White House as a set of guidelines with no enforcement measures in place. Anyways, this is a shift that may lead to lighter regulations, but then it also creates gaps in oversight that state governments might step in to fill. The bottom line here is a friendlier regulatory outlook that may boost innovation, provided that the companies can balance that with public trust. Very big and complicated story that we're going to follow very closely. We got news sources for you to check out the full story on the WednesdAI page right now. And now it's time for the videos of the week. And first up, we got this great one. Have you ever wondered what goes on in the waters around a nuclear reactor? Well, wonder no more, as you can see it for yourself in the Oceanic Mysteries of Fukushima by Mindstream Media.
Here, in the depths of the deep blue sea, extraordinary life forms are emerging, creatures unlike anything we've seen before. These newly discovered beings have adapted to an environment transformed by radiation, evolving in ways that challenge our understanding of biology.
Now that retexture feature is something else, is being used for crazy things like this right here, the Spirited Away key scenes reimagined with AI retexturization by AI Visions. They said it couldn't happen. They said it could not be done. But ladies and gentlemen, we did it. The three-peat. 3 Harry Potter AI parodies in 3 weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, for the trifecta, the trilogy, here's Harry Potter, but Yakuza Japan by Tell Me Songs.
あなたはヤクザです。ハリー。
Beneath Tokyo's neon blaze, Harry rides through alleyways, a scar on his brow burdened by fate, hiding from foes in the syndicate. By his side runs a rogue on the street with bruised up knuckles always on beat. He's wild and tough, a high school brawler. Tomodachi ga killer, that's all that matters.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's our show. Thank you so much for watching. Every week here on WednesdAI, we bring you the biggest stories from the rapidly evolving world of artificial intelligence in a concise and entertaining package. But if you want to get it first, then get over to the WednesdAI page and subscribe to the newsletter to get it straight into your inbox. And if you're making something cool in AI, or you got a tip, something we should cover on the show, you gotta send it to us. We're on X, Instagram, LinkedIn. Leave a comment on YouTube or wherever you're watching the video, or better yet, just come up to me and tell me in person. In these crazy wild times that we're in, the human connection is more important than ever. So come, let's hang out, let's talk, get to know each other, talk about AI with our phones down. Before we pick them right back up again and get back on the beat. Peace. See you later, everybody.
Fire!